Let's chat. Where's chat? Oh, there's chat. Hi, chat. No, I want chat. Show chat. Why have they made this awkward now? Where's chat? Stream manager? Activity feed? Just want to see chat. Hello everybody, by the way. Why have they made this more complicated? Hi chat. No, I want you to show chat. That's that. That's that. Oh, this is dumb. Feel like you're alone. No, not alone. 2 viewers. Can I see it? Ah, there's chat there. Oh, this is a disaster. What happens if I do that? That's activity feed. There's the chat. There's the chat there. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know whether you can hear. Well, I'm guessing you can hear me, but. Ah, there we go. I've got chat. Yay! There we go. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Hey, Wolfie. Is anybody in? Yeah, he's got chat. Hey, Hendy. God, that was a palaver and a half. How dumb is that? I need to put that on. Wow, fucking hell. The new iPhone's absolute bollocks. It's absolutely rubbish. Get together my care package to hand off to Giraffe. Yo, how you doing, Shirato? Yeah, what is it that I owe you, Shirato? I owe you some dice and... right. Can you hear the music, by the way? Do I need to turn the music down? Oh, the team markers, that was it. 2 sets of dice, okay. Right. 11 followers. Hello, everybody. Right, we are going to make some plinths today. So, kind of like this, but out of some different wood, because as you can see, this is cracked. And we're going to use... so this is for my Golden Demon. This is for Golden Demon Glorfindel. So I'm going to make 2 for Glorfindel, and then I'm going to make 1 for this guy. So this guy has to be a exact size. It's got to be exactly that size. Maybe like a millimeter bigger. But it's going to be that size. Hey Riot, how are you doing? Hopefully this stream is okay. This new iPhone is absolutely atrocious. It's not even coping with the lighting. God, guys, don't buy the new iPhone 13. It's shit. But this is the wood. This is the wood I'm going to use. So I'm going to cut a section of this, and I'm going to make 3 plinths out of it. I'm going to make 1 for the model that I've just shown you, and then 2 for Glorfindel, because I'm not quite sure how big to make the plinth. So I'm just going to cut this wood, and then we're going to turn it down slowly. Say that you were only kidding. But how's everybody doing anyway? You all okay? Got a nice Japanese saw as well. I'm good, cheers, great holiday, nice. Is that REM? Can you hear it? Is it loud? How are you doing, Adrian? So that's one cut. This is a damaged bit. Well, I'm good. Great holiday was hard. Oh, great holiday was had. Sorry, I thought I said great holiday was hard. So that's just the end of it. So I've cut that one, and now I'm going to cut the next one. So how big? Don't know. Like this guy. I don't want it to, it's not that it's all good. So, the plinths, I think if I make the plinths, I don't want the plinths too, so what's that? That's 50 mil. So if I cut, if I cut 150 mil, and then I can turn that all the way down. That makes sense. How's everybody doing anyway? Shiny, happy people indeed. Hey, Sex2s, how are you doing? Yeah, sorry I was late. So I was recording I haven't got a pencil handy, so that'll do. I was recording a video on 10th edition, so there is a new 10th edition video out on my YouTube, which you can watch after the stream. Right, so we're going to cut that there, and then we'll get it on the lathe. Tune. Why am I punching a baboon? How you doing, Carly? Star Ferret as well. Hello, Mr. Star Ferret. New England football players are a special breed. I'm considered one of the better players. Oh my word, better players. Hey, Stu, how you doing? Trying to have a people. You've already liked it. Thank you very much, you little legend. Yeah, it's basically me rambling about 10th edition, but keeping the idea that everything needs to be simple. Yeah, it's quite cool. It's a nice little video anyway. I liked it. I was trying to do it. I've done the last 3 videos in one take though. Check me out. I tried to do it over the weekend, but I was too tired yesterday. There we go. It's okay, I'm sure she showered. Who? What? I hugged Tree Collie. Consider her forever tainted. I seem to have stumbled into the Bob the Builder. Hey Madar, how you doing? Yeah, I was cutting a bit of wood. What I'm doing today, I'm making a plinth. Well, I'm making 3 plinths actually, for my Golden Demon projects, for my Golden Demon entries. We're going to make it out of this piece of ash, which is rather nice. So I just need to mark a centre in this. Grab a pencil. Hey Shepherd, how you doing, dude? If anybody has been to one of my lathe streams before, let me know what the video quality and the sound quality is like, because the old iPhone was brilliant at this. It just kind of stayed in the background. It had some good video quality. Alexa, volume down. Whereas this iPhone seems to be absolutely shit. So far so good. Excellent. Well, that's hurtful. Oh no, it's supposed to be. What are you doing? Stop being so mean. Need a big hammer. Oosh! Who wants a hammer? Who wants a hammering? Hammering! 8mm film look. What's an 8mm film look? There we go. So. Target, how are you, dude? So the plan is, I'm hopefully going to get this one turned. There we go. Hopefully going to get this turned. Make sure it's cutting in there. Looks like it is. There we go. Right, now this is a test. This is the test. Went with an iPhone. Well, the last iPhones have all been fine. I'm getting rid of this one, though. This one is going. I'm getting a Samsung. I'm going to get an S23. Is the plan. Because this iPhone just gets in the way of everything. Like, everything you want to do, and it freezes, and oh, it's just really annoying. Anyway, this is a test, anyway, because the last iPhone, noise cancelled this out, and you couldn't hear it on stream, really. There's the question. Can you hear that on stream? The last iPhone fell into the lathe, yeah. No, the last iPhone got sold. There we go. You can hear an advert. Oh, no! You can hear an advert. The timing for the advert. It's like a stone tumbler. Now, this is going to take a while. Now, I don't have the best tools. And I have to go very, very slowly. It's not at all deafening. Now, are you? Oh no! But it isn't deafening like it probably is in real life. No, it's not. It's not loud in real life. It's not at all deafening. Okay, well, as long as it's good. Like a lot of you have watched my streams before, so hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not worse anyway. Sounds like it should. Good. So this is probably the noisiest bit anyway. Only fans access to Chris. Woohoo! So all I'm doing is, if I turn it off, all I'm doing at the moment is removing the corners and kind of turning it into a round so that I can. But I have to do it very, very slowly because, mainly because the bearing. So this is my dad made this. It's amazing. He made it out of a plan from a wood turning magazine from like the 60s or something. And it's got regular bearings. It's got normal bearings. It hasn't got like oil bearings or anything. So these are normal ball bearings. The race in there is a ball bearing race, and there's a little bit of play, so if it ever catches, basically you can't attack it. If you had a posh lathe, you could just attack this and it would just keep spinning. It would just keep, but this one catches occasionally. Anyway, I'm going to get on with it. I ran to techno. I know the kids are away, but Chris is playing with his wood. Hey, techno. So we can take all the corners off all the way down. And also Crystal has insisted I make her another model holder as well, so I do have to do another lot of model holders at some point. I think I'd be very excited to load the stream and then maybe slightly disappointed. Oh dear. Don't be disappointed by my wood. Right, I'm going to turn this all the way down to round. Which is about there, because you can hear the tone change, so we'll check. It's probably not quite there yet. No, that's about right. So that's round. So now we can carry on and get it that level all the way down. He's slimming it down. It's very girthy. Yeah, it won't be in a bit. You can hear the tone change when you get down to the bottom. Throw back to when I tricked Techno to watching Chris make his model holder, that I got it. That was brilliant. Look at this, Techno. How good is this? So, like, if I had a sharp tool and a little bit tighter on the lathe, then you could do this quicker. But it's fine. You just chill, take your time. Is this the one Chris made? Yes, you watched him make it. No snow. Snow has gone now. Right, so very quickly just going to vacuum up that excess. So we'll turn that off and have a little bit quiet. We've got another wave of it. Oh wow, it's been cold. It has been cold today as well. Shoulder a piano. Right, back. Temper's gone frigid and our water's thin. So we're looking at this and thinking it looks like suggestive. Shut up, Star Ferret. So I've gone a little bit thin at that end. However, this is probably the smallest I'm going to need to go, which is plenty. So we've got plenty of room, which is good. There's no cracks or anything in this, so this is looking good as well. Right, so this is what we need. So it's going to need to be this small exactly on one of them. What's the frequency, Kenneth? There we go. So that is going to be that for the little guy. Perfect. So it's going to be that for the little guy, and we're going to do that probably to there. Put the larger one. Hey, Purpley, how you doing? The larger one, I want the larger one to be more than that, but only a little bit. So, I think this is 40. Yeah, so we want to go, at the most, I think I want 50, I think. But what we'll do is we'll do a 55. Oh, that's quite big, isn't it? If Glorfindor's standing there. I'd also like the large one to be a bit bigger. You want the large one bigger? Is that what she said? Hey Avian, how are you doing? 50. I don't know, 55. I don't know. So I'm going to do 55 mil. See, it's only Glorfindor's only small. He's only small, so he's going to be standing here with the. Oh no, I think no, no, because you got a little bit of room. Yeah, okay, 55. Okay, so let's do 55. So I'll do 55. So we'll turn the whole thing down to 55, which is near that actually. Turn the whole thing down to 55. Then we'll turn the centre down to 50, and then this down to 40. There we go. So that's what we'll do. The elf on his shelf. I do have lots of elves on my shelves. Elves are amazing, that's why. Nowhere near. Nowhere near, ladies and gentlemen. Great ASMR. You're welcome. There we go. So if we do that all the way down. For someone who is met on tools, I do like the sounds they make. I used to do this quite a lot because I used to make model holders for you all. So every time I make a model holder, I'd stream it because it's quite fun. Although this phone is really annoying. Hopefully the 23 is better. All hail Hypnotoad, I mean the lathe. Is everybody hypnotised? $500,000 unlock. What? Making another model holder? Lathe holder stream. Lathes look fun. Just don't have the room for stuff to. Yeah, I've got. I don't want to boast, but I've got two. This is a wood lathe. I've got a metal lathe down there. It's like we're getting narrower to the left. Does that count? Yeah, it's probably the camera angle. And I will prove that. Oh, no, you are right. Thank you. I bet it's this isn't straight. I did set this to larger than 35 though, 55, so it doesn't go over here. So we're okay. They're fun but also terrifying. You had a Janine as well. She was a killer. A Janine? Hasn't everybody had a Janine? Sorry, what? Okay. Yeah. Right, so what is so what's it at 40 there? There we go, so it's that, what's that? So that's at the narrowest bit here. And I want each plinth to be about that tall. So I can make 3 here easily. Crystal is a superstar. Yeah, that's 56, so I've still got room. So if I make it, if I carry on down here and make it that, so it's all the way up there. How is the Crystal? Hello, Crystal. I'm making plinths, Crystal. So I'm doing plinths for Glorfindel, and also I'm going to make one for this guy because he's fucking cool and he's going into Golden Demon. I've got dust on there, right? And I've got a little, I've got a cap that goes over him so he's not getting dusty. How's the Crystal today? Are you okay? The Crystal. I saw the Crystal this weekend. She's fab. Dinner in a sec, but we'll try and tune in after. Going to watch episode 4 of Mando. So this is going to be going into Golden Demon at Warhammer Fest. Yes, this is Warhammer Fest Golden Demon. To do 10th ed demos. Oh, they will. Will you give us a review? Oh God, yes. Also, I need to convert my pics. Yes, I will ask them if I can record. I'll ask them if I can record the game, and then I'll put the game up and then a review as well. Yeah, I'm so excited for 10th. Avian, I've just done a video as well on my YouTube on like thoughts about 10th as well, with all the things that they've revealed and said and talked about. I'm like, okay, so let's extrapolate that out and see what it might mean. So yeah, it's really cool. Hopefully there's a lot of me waffling, but there's a lot of cool thoughts in there, I think, anyway. And yes, I do mention boarding parties, combat patrols, sorry. Making 3. So I'm making 2 for Glorfindel, because I'm not quite sure how big I want to make Glorfindel, his plinth. And then I'm making 1 for little Chaos Dude, because he's awesome. So I need to make 1 exactly that size, so that he sits on there. And then I'm going to make 1 for Glorfindel that's 55mm, and 1 for Glorfindel that's 50mm, and then I can decide which one I want to use, and then this one will be down at the end. So it's only going to be a little one down at the end. And we'll mark that out in a sec. It's Ash. This is Ashwood. So I want to make them 50mm tall, because I'm going to be removing a little bit. So they want to be 50mm. So we'll give it a little bit extra, and we'll give it a little bit extra, and then that should be 40. Yeah, there we go. So that's fine. So we want 1. Actually, we can use that as a top, so we can take 1 there. Let's just check we've got enough space. Yeah, we've got enough space for the 40 there. That's plenty big enough, so we can go in here. Sorry for the noise on that. So that's that one there. And we'll just check. So that is 100. So yeah, 50. Just bang on that. So 55, 50, 40. Oh, it's such a nice smell when you do that as well. You get a little bit of a burnt wood smell, it's lovely. They'd risk a ban as well, so good he didn't. Wait, what? Pokemon trainers, don't forget your other entry, not need a plinth for him. For what? So, is it typical to have golden images on plinth? Yeah, mostly, Crystal. Mostly. You can easily enter without one, but yeah, most of the time they'll have a plinth on. When you do yours, Crystal, I will make you a plinth because Crystal's epic. Mine is get some marble base. I do have a marble plinth somewhere, but it's square. It was the plinth that I took my Necron, Veil of Darkness Necron in. Marble place. Marble, honestly. Right, so this one's going to be 50 mil. So we'll turn this down. There's 50. So we're still okay. Marnius gets a marble base. Lurky lurk, go and have your food, enjoy your food. Could somebody do a lovely shout out for Crystal, please? Everybody go follow the Crystal. She's my company when I'm painting, when she's streaming. She streams, I paint, it's lovely. Thank you very much. Thanks, Target. And then this one is 40 mil. So we'll get and this one has to be exact. So this one's got to be really tight. We've got to do this one really tight because this one is going to have resin on it. So it needs to be quite tight to the base. And then I'm going to do a funky resin pour. So 40 mil. That's 40 mil. So we'll do a fraction open. We've got loads to go. Hey Chris, how you doing? Mr. Chris! It's getting close. Getting close. If somebody wants to put this out on Twitter, by the way, that would be awesome. Because obviously I can't tweet because I'm on my phone. There we go. Right, so I need to go down to there. Disappointed by the lack of jokes regarding Chris playing with his shaft, having wood or clay. Oh, Tom, there's no lack of jokes. There's no lack of jokes. Right, so that's too thin. So, right, okay. How are you doing, Tom? You all right? We're a bit stiff at the moment when it comes to check. And this is the 55. Enjoying the stream. Nice one. Yeah, I don't do these streams very often, but they seem to go. Everybody seems to really enjoy them when I do them. Right, so we're okay. Still okay on that. So we're going to go along the line. So this is a 40mm. Okay, right, let's have a quick look at it all. So I need to give it enough room to still sand it down. Alexa, play REM. Rob's roast potatoes look so good. Dinner is almost ready. That's not REM. I think Alexa is struggling with the concept of REM. Right. So you get close to where you want. Hey, Hendy. Good, we got 3 done. Well, 3, like, shaped up. How are you, man? Lathable. How is the Hendy man? Crystal, have you opened boxes today? Dennis, thank you very much for the follow, little legend. Been building stuff on the sofa. Oh, with Pusscat. Are you making painting handles? No, Dennis, I'm making plinths. So I've got Golden Demon coming up. So I'm making plinths. So this is a small one for the Chaos Familiar. So he's going to sit on the top of that, and then we're going to do a quick resin pour, which will be quite nice. And then this one and this one, I don't quite know what size I'm going to do. So these two are going to be for Glorfindel, and then I'm going to pick which one I want to use. Put a little cap back on that. Hey, we have a Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Hannah. All right, I'm going to turn this one down a little bit more with the... Because this has to be an exact size. These are just whatever size. But I do need to make another model holder because Crystal wants one, and I'm sure a few of you others. I think Chrissy wants one as well. Duck always says he wants one, and a painting handle. I did have 10 interest in the poll actually. I should have taken names. I want that funny one you use on your stream, the spotty wood. The funny one I use on my stream. The spotty wood one. Oh, I think I know which one you mean. This one. This one. Is that the one you want? Hey, Deb. That one's half done. It's cute. There we go. We've got crystals. Right, so that's getting close. It's getting close. Yeah, that's really close. So that's that. I think that's okay. So we can sand that down just to smooth this out. And these will look really nice when they've had some oil and then some wax put on them. Hendy wants a resin and a wood one. Oh my word. We derped to the derp. Deep derp. You're disappearing. Bye. Agent, but the painting handles are expensive, unfortunately. The resin ones are expensive. And as much as I love you watching my stream for 500,000 points worth, right, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's square these two off. I think I can probably make that one a little bit smaller. I'll make this one a little bit smaller. I'll keep this one this size. This one's nice and girthy. We need to make this one a little bit thinner. Oh dear. A million points. Purpley Spark would be so sad about that though, because she spent 500,000 points when she could have saved for a model holder. I hate the fact that you all made me paint an ultramarine, and the fact that it's got a Gene Stealer cult head on it makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me. Thank you very much for the follow. I think that was Gons. Thank you, Gonzy man. Put it up as a giveaway. I have. Haven't you got loads of tickets though, Purpley? I'm sure you got loads of tickets. 28! You got 28! Oh wow, only 28. I'm sure I've only sold 29 tickets. Right, so I think that's the first lot of sanding down. No worries, I'm going to go upstairs and paint after this, Adrian, so we're going to finish these three off and then go up and paint. Well, actually, we're going to carve out one of these and see if we can make a nice riverbed, because on the side of these is going to be a riverbed, which will be cool. There we go. Gonzo! Yeah, wood lathes are cool. Where do you work, Gono? Purpley, come back! Join your apprentice, nice. This is a lathe my dad built when I was young. And then I've also got a metal lathe over there that was my granddad's, and he left it to me, which is cool. So for those of you who missed the start of this stream, I'm making 3 plinths. So this one is for a little Chaos Familiar for Golden Demon, and then these two, one of them I'm going to use for Glorfindel for Golden Demon as well. What do I use a metal lathe for? So I've got a car that I'm restoring, or have been restoring. I haven't done anything on it for a while. It's just a little bits on that. But also my granddad left it for me, so there's different things you can do on both. You can do. I've done some little bits of wood on the other lathe. I think I've made some model stuff with it as well. Can't remember what I made. You're going to cut those up into 3. Yeah, so one's going to get cut here, one's going to get cut there. Nice. Yeah, so that's what these marks, the parting cuts in here. That's what they were for, to kind of mark out each one. So this is a 40mm, 55, 40mm, 50, 55mm. They're the 3. Now I'm wondering how smooth. So I can still see marks on this one. I need to get the marks off the middle bit, those 2 bits there. I need to get those marks down. This mark, I might do a groove in the bottom of this plinth, and a groove in the bottom of these 2 plinths as well. Although this is the bottom of this plinth and that's the bottom of this plinth, because I think I'm going to lean into the angle on this one. But yeah, I'll just put like a decorative groove in there, which would be quite nice. Did my dad show me how to lathe? My dad and my granddad, yeah. And a lot of it is like kind of watching things and guessing, like, oh, okay, you do it like this. But yeah, my dad and my granddad. I've been doing this, like I had a little plastic lathe when I was 7. My granddad bought me a little plastic lathe when I was 7, so I turned wooden light pools for everybody for Christmas when I was about 8. So everybody had little decorative light pools for the bathroom that I made on the lathe. Where the fuck did you put all your tacky substance? I don't know. Tacky substance has gone missing. It's an ongoing joke in here. I can't talk about the tacky substance, the official name of it, because I'd have to pay royalties to someone. Sounds special. Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, it was cool. I've always wanted to make a pen. I've never made a pen. I've also got a craft knife that's got a sleeve over it. I want to make a wooden sleeve for one of my craft knives as well. I've got like an X-Acto knife, an old X-Acto knife. You notice that in other streams too, what I can't talk about the tacky substance. Yeah, it's always tacky substance, Agent. It's a long story. It goes back 6 years, mate. Yeah, that stupid person. Yeah, of course you are, Sax Dudes. There we go. So this is the top. Now this one hasn't got any girth. This one's nice and slender. This one's I deep clean and organise my hobby area today. Nice one, Chris. I need to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to change my desk again. Coming to Salute? Probably not. No. When is it? When is it, Mr. Handyman? I'll see if I can get a train ticket. How would you even work out how much to pay in royalties for mentioning it once on a stream? I don't know. I'm sure he would have an idea. I own like 20 packs of the stuff. Can't find them. April the 22nd. I'm not sure. It might be a bit close to Golden Demon. I might be painting frantically, but we'll see. I've never been, actually. Crystal will be there. Oh, there we go. Hendy can play some Blood Bowl at Salute. There we go. So this looks like it wobbles, but it's just because I didn't quite, when I cut it, I didn't quite cut it straight. Hendy tells Hendy he's already bought his ticket. Nice. Lathe time. Hey Spike, how are you doing? It is lathe time. We're making plinths, mate. We're making plinths for Golden Demon. They're going to varnish them or smother them in black. Oh no, they'll be wood. We are keeping these wood. So if you look at my Golden Demon entry from last year, it'll look exactly the same as that. There we go. What was I doing now? I was just leveling that off because that was when I cut that, I cut it at an angle, and this is the top of one of the plinths. So I was just leveling that off. I can sand. I'll sand the top and the bottom as well. I think that's about there. Might keep going. So let's turn our attention to this one. So we'll do the same on this one. Sand this one down. There we go. If you ever wondered how to rub your wood, this is the best way of rubbing your wood. Rub it in circles. No, it's ash. It's very hard to get maple over in England. I'd love it if it was maple. Maple's a lovely wood to turn. Yeah, this is ash. I used pine for the last one, but it's because pine's so soft. When I was kind of hacking at it to make the terrain on the top, I bruised little bits of it, so it's got. I mean, I managed to stain it and make it look a little bit older, but it's not quite as smooth. So these two, I've used a little bit of a harder wood now. Ash is lovely. Maple's really nice if you haven't worked with maple yet. I'm drowning in maple. Oh, mate, I know. Apple or cherry. So cherry, annoyingly, this is a plinth I made out of cherry. No, sorry, this is holly. I made this out of holly a while ago, but it split, which is really annoying. So I hadn't quite dried it enough. But that was really nice. I've got loads of that which I turned, and it's all split, which is really annoying. Yeah, cherry's nice. Someone tag Rich in the Discord. Could you break them in half and make them into a resin one? What, these? No, you have to make the resin first. So you make the resin in a mould, and you push the wood up to one side, and then you fill the other side with resin. And then once you've done that, you let it cure, but you have to put it in a pressure pot. So you let it cure, and then you can turn it. Oh, the split ones. Ooh. Oh, Crystal, that's a really good idea. How do you know when you push the wood too far? When she says ouch? No. I don't know, Hannah. Oh, thank you very much, Crystal. Yeah, cheers. Oh dear, sorry. Sorry, Hawk, thank you very much. Yeah, all gasps. I can't take you anywhere. Thank you very much, House. I missed that. What was that? We had 200-year-old walnut. Oh, walnut's so nice. And we get free walnut, which is ridiculous. I'm glad. Thank you very much for lurking. I think we're nearly done with this. Delicately massage the wood. I'm going, could enter the competition, Chris. Oh, the painting competition. Oh, I could. If I got Glorfindel finished, I could enter Glorfindel into it. Or I could get last year's Glorfindel and enter that. Originally had to save a few kilograms of yew from the firewood fire. Oh, yeah. My family save wood for me quite a lot. So my uncle cuts down quite a lot of wood because he's a landscaper. So he'll tend to save stuff. But like America has so much. America has so much wood. There's loads of really nice wood in America, which is saddening sometimes because I can't get hold of a lot of it. It's very expensive. And the slabs you get in America, oh my word. Massive live edge slabs, they're so cool. That's where you get all the live edge slabs, tables and things. Enter last year's Glorfindel, yeah, might do. Or this year's if I finish it. I mean, it's only a week before Golden Demon, so it should be finished by then. I've got to do Giraffe's team. Giraffe's team's nearly done now. But if it wasn't for having to do Giraffe's team, I could probably finish Glorfindel this week. So it's not going to be that long. And then I have to finish the Chaos Familiar. But the Chaos Familiar is like, he's literally going into Golden Demon regardless of whether he's finished or not, just because he looks cool. And he's mostly finished. You can, but you'll have to ask for a permit. And if Crystal's still here, she can give you a permit. If not, you'll have to post it up in Discord, because I can't do a permit. Come to salute. Okay. All right. It's. I will see. Got a lot of travelling to do over the next few weeks. Might see if I can find a train ticket for Salute. I might see if I can find a train ticket for Crystal's next meet as well. Crystal, how close is... Like, and I think Chris caught the train, didn't he? Like, how awkward would it be if I said, Crystal, can you pick me up from the train station, please? And also, then I'd be able to avoid all the potholes. 6 different types of maple. 6 different... Oh! Spike, you're not helping. Crystal's gone, hasn't she? She's gone to get food. She's munching her roast potatoes. Rob, make me roast potatoes. Tube to Bank Station, then DLR, maybe 40 minutes from King's Cross or Euston. I can get to you at King's Cross quite easily. Doing the train again there and back in one day, nice. This is how Crystal would sound in my head now. Crystal! That is exactly how Crystal sounds. Hi, my name's Crystal, I'm really posh. Hard maple, spalted maple. Bird's eye maple, soft maple, spalted maple. Right. Right, so this is a metalworking tool. Instagram links are allowed, yes. This is a metalworking tool which I've put a handle to, so I can do tiny little grooves. So we'll do a groove at the bottom of this one. So this is hopefully the bottom of this plinth. So I'll do a little groove down here, and then we'll do a groove here and a groove here for these two as well. Alexa really doesn't understand play REM, does it? You saw the whole... There we go. Groovy. I'm going to fail probably now. Never fail. Right, so I'm going to very quickly... 240, there it is. So this stuff is my secret weapon. This stuff is amazing. Oh, that sounds amazing, Gonne. There we go. Boom. Right. This is where we've got to be very careful. And this one here, if we cut that in the middle of those two. Actually, I have to go in the middle. Do enjoy a good bit of wood. So these bits were just from a massive bit of wood that I had left over. Right. Japanese saw here. It's a fantastic little bit of kit. It cuts on the pull stroke rather than the push stroke, so it cuts there, which is really cool for precise work like this, and it's razor sharp. This one. I would, but not with this saw. So I when I do my plinths, I cut them with this, with it running. I'm just like, and it cuts really well. But this saw cuts on the opposite. It cuts on the pull. So if I was spinning it, it would be cutting it on the push, and it doesn't. And also, this just cuts so easily. It's lovely. The Japanese, yeah. So we've got Japanese files here as well, which are lovely. And you can kind of do it because I'm turning it as well, so it keeps it square as you're turning it, as you're cutting it. I think we're nearly through. Go back to this one for a bit. Hannah, how was Adepticon? Hannah. Oh, Crystal's amazing. Thank you, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. How was dinner, Crystal? Did you stuff your face? Hello, my name's Crystal and I just stuffed my face. And I used all the correct crockery and everything. The little knife and fork for the starter. Still in the lurk. Oh, okay. For those of you who don't know, Crystal's like really posh. Adepticon was really amazing. I feel inspired. Got to meet all the lovely streamers. Everyone is so nice. Looking forward to the next con. Fantastic. There we go. Taught me how to paint on YouTube right in front of me. That's really cool. That is one smart mallet. It is a big mallet. Right, so now if we take this out here like this, that will drop out of there, and then we can spin that one. There's one plinth. And then we can spin this one, hopefully. There we go. There's the other plinth. That way, like that. So we got a 50mm one, 50 50mm one, 55mm one. So two different sizes for Glorfindel. Give you the smack. She'll have to jump a fair way, Chris. She's quite small. Can't have been that good. That's very true, actually, Hendy. Thank you, Hendy. Right. Right. So the plan is I want the riverbed to be angled a little bit, so I'm going to get a sanding disc and see if we can sand a little bit of that down. Where's that? Everybody. Yep. It's Plinth Day. Hey, Tari. I was surprised to find out Mine is celebrity myself. People talking about they got to meet Hannah. Yes, the chat personality. I mean, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? You are the Hannah, the chat personality. How are you doing, Tari? Tari, the famous person who had a YouTube shout out today. At least you aren't an infamous chat. You are YouTube famous, Tari. Tari too. Tari too. My friend Tari told me about this Doom person thing. Oh, I'm going to damage myself doing that. Where is it? I used to have... There it is. I found it. I found it. There we go. Now we can put that on there. Has everybody watched the Tyrannid and Space Marine breakdown? Do you agree? Do you think it's a Doom of Malak Tai? Years of living in California, ruining any sense of what is or not appropriate to talk about. Right, so I need to angle this for the back for the thing, but I also need to sand off the bottom, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to be sneezing all day tomorrow because I've not got a mask on. Always put a mask on. Not far off, actually. Why is that? Because everyone overshares in Cali. The wood shop has some turning sizes, a bits of... Oh, wow. On offer. Get them. €270, wow. we go. A little bit bigger than I hoped, but still pretty good. And then I'm going to put a little bit of resin on top of that, so I can just wrap that and put a little bit of resin on there. Be perfect. So that's that one. $752. That's silly. That's absolutely absurd. There we go. So Glorfindel's going to stand up at the top, and the river is going to be coming up to his feet. And I think this one's probably about right, actually, so we'll just do this one. And the other one I can probably use for something else, no doubt. Maybe Magnus Calgar. Right. There we go, everybody. So I am going to I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to hit live on that. I'm going to make a cup of tea, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at these on stream up there. Okay, so if you give me 30 seconds to run upstairs, and then I will hit stream starting. You can all have a chit chat, and I'm going to go and make a cuppa, quickly vacuum some of all this up, and then we'll have a look at these on stream. So I will see you all in a second. Cheers, everybody. There you go. Happy with them. They're cool. Back in a sec.